Welcome back, Your Majesty. You are docked at the orbital station Varan port in the Ganab system.
We received a very exciting delivery today. Pieces of recovered Thargoid technology, even fragments of spacecraft. Most of the samples are damaged, but we should still be able to put them to good use. Thargoid technology is, in many respects, far more advanced than our own. Understanding it could open up all kinds of possibilities and rapidly accelerate our own development. Space travel, energy, weapons, even medicine. The applications are potentially limitless. I suspect there's a key discovery to be made, one that will open up the aliens' technology to us. Who knows? But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a bit of work to be done before we can start popping champagne corks. I've given the research teams their assignments. Let's see what they can find out. Progress is slow, and much of what we knew about the Thargoids, or thought we knew, has had to be revised. But I suppose that's to be expected. We now have 12 active research projects focusing on a number of different areas. I find myself growing impatient with some of my colleagues. But that's the problem with being a perfectionist. I set high standards for myself, and I expect others to do the same. Phase 3 has been a failure. I sincerely believed we were making progress, but just because something works in theory does not mean it will work in practice. There have also been issues with the junior researchers. Some of them think they're being monitored, and one actually believes she's being held here against her will. Of course, those who have worked in this sector before know this is not the case. Naturally, our employers keep an eye on us. The work we're doing is extremely sensitive. We're researching alien technology, after all. It's a question of security. Some people can find a conspiracy in anything. Our employers have become preoccupied with one of the research projects. Although I've repeatedly told them it's a dead end. It isn't even an official project. It's just something that one of the junior researchers cooked up in his spare time. He's a specialist in agricultural science, trying to wipe out famine or something. Apparently, he's created a biological agent that incapacitates the alien technology. Here we are, devoting millions of credits and countless hours to understanding this technology, and he's trying to destroy it. If it were up to me, I'd cut him from the project entirely. But our employers seem to think his work has merit.
I don't know who they were exactly. Some corporate bigwigs. But they definitely convinced the board. I can't say I'm surprised. They offered a lot of money for access to our labs, apparently. The board probably didn't even ask what they wanted them for. At least I got the bosses to promise the lab wouldn't be used to make biological weapons. This is a medical facility, after all. I will not be bullied into participating in this so-called war just because some corporation gave us their money. It turns out they want us to make some kind of vaccine, an antidote for an unnamed biological weapon. They've given us samples and data, but whenever we press for more information, our requests are met with silence. We're working in the dark, with our hands tied behind our backs. In practical terms, we've got everything we need, but I have no idea where half of it comes from. They've given us material the weapon's been tested on, both organic and inorganic. Human and not human. I'm starting to wonder if the weapon's even designed to target humans. We've finally been given access to a sample of the weapon, and it's opened up all kinds of avenues. I still worry about the ease with which our benefactors acquired the samples, but I'm probably just being paranoid. They obviously have deep pockets. Having access to unlimited funds must open all kinds of doors. After months of research, the solution ended up being pretty simple. Once you break it down, it's a fairly straightforward organic compound. Little more than a fungus, really. We tested the vaccine on some of the older samples, and while it doesn't undo any existing damage, it does prevent the weapon from doing any further harm.
Message received from civilian pilot Valdemar Jensen. Message reads, "You'll get no trouble from me, officer."
The lab is being dismantled. Seems our sponsors want to move us to a new location. Their representatives appeared a few days ago, demanded that all data be transferred to their servers and all samples be put into storage, ready to be moved. Why are they doing this? The lab more than meets our needs. They made sure of it. I tried to talk to them, but I just got stonewalled. Apparently, all information is on a need-to-know basis. And I don't need to know.
Finally, we have a breakthrough. A researcher at the facility in the Hermitage 4A system has found something, stumbled onto something by all accounts, and it's pushed our research forward dramatically. Essentially, it's a kind of fungus, one that appears to have a significant effect on Thargoid technology. We knew their tech was partly biological, but until now we couldn't find a way to use that fact to our advantage. The theory is that if we could somehow get the fungus into their starships, specifically their hyperdrives, we could shut them down. They'd be unable to leave their system. We could end the war in a single stroke. We have built a dedicated new laboratory so we can properly test the effects of the mycoid. We also have access to an intact Thargoid ship and a living specimen. I plan to test the mycoid on both. Some of my colleagues have expressed reservations about experimenting on a living creature, but I have no such qualms. We must know what the mycoid can do. Excellent news. We have received a second specimen. We can now accelerate the pace of our testing. So far, our experiments indicate that the fungus affects not only the Thargoid's technology, but also their physiology, as evidenced by the degeneration of our specimen. These results are highly encouraging. If the mycoid can hurt them, truly hurt them, we may have found the means to win this war. Several of my colleagues have left the project in protest over our treatment of the creature. If it were up to me, I would have them executed as traitors. Our latest tests were extremely successful. The mycoid can paralyze a Thargoid system, either physical or technological, in a matter of seconds. It is extremely effective. I confess, the knowledge that the mycoid causes the Thargoid's physical pain brings me some measure of satisfaction. But when one has seen firsthand the effect of their weapons, seen the destruction, the chaos, the bodies, can one be blamed for wanting them to suffer, as we have? The hauliers have departed for the HIP 593821B system with the samples, ready to start mass production. We know the mycoid works. Now it falls to other members of the project to determine how it can be effectively deployed. I know there are some who will condemn me for my part in this project. Let them. I harbor no remorse. The Thargoids understand only one thing: destruction. They will not stop until every last one of us has been reduced to dust. We have created a weapon that can prevent such a catastrophe. We have a moral obligation to use it.
I don't have long. Once they realize I'm gone and the data's been copied, they'll send their attack dogs after me. I know they will. But someone needs to show the galaxy what the INRA really is. What it's doing. What it's hiding. I'm sorry for the part I've played in this. Truly. I was a researcher at a facility in the Hermitage 4A system exploring agricultural applications of Thargoid-derived technology. The lab was owned by the INRA. Publicly, the INRA likes to emphasize the whole altruistic cooperative thing, but in recent years it's become much more focused on weapons testing and manufacture. Believe me, it's a military contractor in all but name. The nature of my field was the study of disease-resistant crops, mycoproteins, that sort of thing. I was getting good results, even if my superiors took no notice. Then everything changed. I was running a bunch of control experiments, just trying a few things out, really. It was an afterthought. It wasn't even related to the main body of my work. The results were interesting. I didn't think they were particularly significant, but something made me take it directly to one of the INRA guys. I didn't want to go to Dr. Prince. She'd always been pretty dismissive of my work. I would give anything to be able to undo that decision. Anything. All my equipment and samples were whisked off to some remote facility. Later I found out it had been taken to a weapons testing site in the Alnath A2AA system. My research was used as the basis of a new superweapon designed to destroy the Thargoids. I heard they experimented on live captives. I doubt any of it was strictly legal. It certainly wasn't ethical. To the public, the INRA is a symbol of all that is possible when superpowers set aside the differences and work together. Well, it might have started off like that, but it's something very different now. Progress at any cost. Might makes right. All our worst impulses channeled into an unaccountable organization focused solely on making bigger and more powerful weapons. Bigger and more powerful weapons. God. If you find this, if someone finds this, make sure it gets out. Please. It's time people knew the truth.
I understand that this is a lucrative contract, but I really think we need to take a second look at the production schedule. We have neither the facilities nor the workforce to deliver what's been promised. Furthermore, the facility should be subjected to a complete decontamination before we start. That could take weeks. Essentially, we can't produce the chemicals in the quantity requested within the given time frame. It just can't be done. I'd also like to renew my request for more information on the purpose of the chemical.
Welcome to the position of Site Manager. We're looking forward to working with you on the Mycoid project. I understand that you have raised questions regarding the reassignment of your predecessor. It was decided that her experience and expertise could be put to better use in another part of our organization. As discussed, it is of the utmost importance that the chemical be in production within 3 weeks. We have every faith in you. Our analysis has confirmed that the latest batch was contaminated and is therefore useless. I'm sure we hardly need to remind you how essential it is that this project proceeds without complication. The cause of the contamination must be determined immediately. We cannot afford
Message received from
any
civilian
more
pilot Max Adio.
mistakes.
Message reads, "You've got no right to scan me, officer."
The issue with the previous batch arose because your unrealistic deadlines forced us to take shortcuts. If we were given more time, mistakes of this kind would not occur. With that said, we have rectified the issue and extended working hours so we can replace the tainted batch without deviating from schedule. The next shipment will arrive in HIP 7158A2D within 72 hours.
Every day the orders come dropping off more of this stuff. Others come to pick it up. So we've been told not to ask questions. See, there's rumours it's some kind of pesticide, right? But with the amount we got in storage, they must be expecting one hell of an outbreak. Some of the top brass from INRA's visiting. Boss says he was here to talk about investment, but this guy had a military smell all over him. I know the public thinks that INRA is this great cooperative enterprise, but I don't buy it. I think there's more to them than meets the eye. One thing's for sure, they're running the show here. So, the inbound orders have stopped coming, but the collection ships are still flying in. The place finally is being emptied. I was talking to one of the order pilots down the docks today. According to her, this is all part of some kind of top-secret anti-Thargoid weapon thing. Apparently, they're flying this stuff to a med research facility in LP 389-957, wherever that is. She reckons this has been going on for months at sites all over the galaxy. So, it's not pesticide then? Well, at least not in the conventional sense.
Full control re-established.
Uncoupling sequence complete. Depart when ready.
Landing gear retracted.
Cleared the station perimeter. Please take care on your journey.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Jump in progress. Bevo Explorer is in transit to the GR316 system. This is your first visit to this system. GR316 is an Empire corporate home to just over 26,500 people. GR316 Silver Universal Group is the controlling faction. There are 2 orbital stations in this system. Scan of M-class star finished. GR316A is a very common main sequence star of well over 11.5 billion years. Relative to other M-class stars, this star is notable for having lower than average surface temperature. Scan completed. GR316A1 is a medium gravity high metal content body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active silicate vapor geysers.
complete.
Bevo Explorer refueled. Bevo Explorer fully refueled. Scan of T-class star complete. GR316b is a brown dwarf that is well over 11.5 billion years old. Scan of L-class star finished. GR316c is a brown dwarf that is well over 11.5 billion years old. Scan of body completed. GR316c1 is a medium-gravity Zadarsky-class I-gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. Destination confirmed. Bevo Explorer is traveling to the core SYS sector SI-TA3-0 system. Information: arrival star is not scoopable. You have left Empire space. This is your first visit to this system. There is no human presence here. Scan of Y-class star completed. Core SYS sector SI-TA3-0 is a brown dwarf of nearly 6.5 billion years. Destination confirmed. Bevo Explorer is in transit to the Lewitton 674-15 system. You are entering Federation space. This is your second visit to this system. Lewitton 674-15 is a Federation democracy home to nearly 790,000 people. Independence of Mildepchu is the immediate faction. There are 3 orbital stations and 2 planetary stations in this system. Bevo Explorer refueled.
Fuel scooping complete.
Bevo Explorer fully refueled.
Frameshift drive charging.
Telemetry obtained. Bebo Explorer is in transit to the Ross 446 system. You are entering Federation space. Welcome back, Admiral. This is your first visit to this system. Ross 446 is a Federation corporate supporting over 26,000 souls, aligned to Edmund Mon. Ross 446 Aristocrats is the local faction. There is just one orbital station and 3 planetary stations in this system. Bebo Explorer fully refueled. Scan of M-class star finished. Ross 446 is a very common main sequence star that is over 2 billion years old. As you can see, it emits a orange-red light. This is a typical example of this class of star. Scan of body finished. Ross 4461 is a extremely high-gravity ringed Sidarsky Class 3 gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. Scan finished. Ross 4462 is a medium-gravity icy body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active water geysers. close to planet Ross 4461. Data scan of listening post completed.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Entered Super Cruise. Skin completed. Ross 4464 is a extremely high-gravity ringed Sidarsky Class 3 gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. Warning, interdiction attempt by pirate detected. Throttle down or evade. Message received from Pirate Crimton. Message reads, "You have something that I want." Entered normal space. Message received from Pirate Crimton. Message reads, "Let's see what you are carrying." Message received from Pirate Crimton. Message reads, "No cargo. Waste of time." Bebo Explorer has jumped to Super Cruise. Scan of body completed. Ross 4464D is a low-gravity tidally locked IC body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan of body complete. Ross 4464C is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan complete. Ross 4464CA is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with active water geysers. Scan complete. Ross 4464A is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active water geysers. It has a retrograde rotational period of -1.14 days. This body contains high levels of carbon. Scan finished. Ross 4464b is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is suitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active water geysers. It has a rotational period of 1.7 days. This body contains high levels of carbon. Scan complete. Ross 4463 is an extremely high-gravity ringed Sidarsky Class 3 gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. Scan of body completed. Ross 4463F is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan of body completed. Ross 4463E is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan completed. Ross 4463C is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 5.6 days. This body contains high levels of carbon. Scan finished. Ross 4463D is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan of body finished. Ross 4463A is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is suitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active water geysers. It has a rotational period of 1.2 days. This body contains high levels of carbon and selenium. Scan complete. Ross 4463b is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is suitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active water geysers. It has a rotational period of 2.3 days. This body contains high levels of carbon. Scan of body completed. Ross 4465 is a high-gravity icy body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with active water geysers. Jump in progress. Bevo Explorer is en route to the LP320-359 system. This is your first visit to this system. LP320-359 is a Federation corporate supporting nearly 72 million people, controlled by Edmund Maughan. LP320-359 Public Services is the immediate power. There are 5 orbital stations and 2 planetary stations in this system. Information: LP320-359 is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made here. Bevo Explorer fully refueled. Left Super Cruise close to Franklin Terminal.
Lakon, Hotel India, Tango. Follow all federal docking protocols before attempting to dock. Access granted. You are go for approach to pad 4-5.
Landing pad 45 is at 5 o'clock far, as you enter with the green lights on your right.
Meters from touchdown.
This station operates under a docking reservation policy. Ensure you have authorization before attempting to disembark.
Landing gear deployed.
Fly smart. Fly safe. Reduce your speed inside the docking bay.
Docking complete.
Docking completed. Power down systems.
Station services price changes received. The local market is selling geological equipment at a good price as well as skimmer components and building fabricators. Bebo Explorer repaired. Bebo Explorer repaired. Bebo Explorer refueled. Exploration data for 4 systems sold for nearly 154,000 credits. Disengaged from local networks.
Docking clamps retracted. Depart when ready, Commander.
Landing gear retracted.
clear. Goodbye, Commander.
Crankshaft drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jump in progress. Vivo Explorer is en route to the Istanu system. This is your first visit to this system. Istanu is a Federation corporate home to over 68,000 souls, aligned to Edmund Mon. Istanu PLC is the immediate power. There is just one orbital station and one planetary station in this system. You are 70 light-years from home. Vivo Explorer fully refueled. Scan of G-class star completed. Istanu is a common main sequence star that has been around for over 6 billion years. Scan of body complete. Istanu 1 is a extremely high-gravity ringed Zdarsky Class 3 gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. Warning, interdiction attempt by pirate detected. Message received from Pirate Apples. Message reads, "You have something that I want." Left super cruise near Star Istanu.
Crankshaft drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Jump to super cruise. Skin completed. Istanu 1D is a low-gravity rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a retrograde rotational period of -11 days. Skin finished. Istanu 1A is a low-gravity tidally locked rocky body that is suitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with low levels of active iron magma flows. It has a rotational period of 1.2 days. Skin of body finished. Istanu 1B is a low-gravity tidally locked rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 3.1 days. This body contains high levels of germanium and arsenic. Skin finished. Istanu 1C is a low-gravity tidally locked rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 5.3 days. This body contains high levels of tellurium. Skin completed. Istanu 1E is a low-gravity tidally locked rocky body that is unsuitable for landing. Skin complete. Istanu 1F is a low-gravity tidally locked rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a slow rotational period of 44 days. This body contains high levels of germanium and tellurium. Explorer has left Super Cruise near planet Istanu 1F. Message received from Pirate Soria Green. Message reads, "What do you have in your cargo hold?" Message received from Pirate Saria Green. Message reads, no cargo? Waste of time. Message received from Pirate Buddy SH Titter. Message reads, what are you hauling? Message received from Pirate Helen Bait. Message reads, what treats do you carry? Message received from Pirate Buddy SH Titter. Message reads, nothing for me here. Message received from Pirate Helen Bait. Message reads, nothing for me here. Message received from NPC Bishop. Message reads, I hadn't expected this. Message received from NPC Carl Folkers. Message reads, "Impossible."
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump in progress. Bebo Explorer is in transit to the 2 Mass 1503 plus 2525 system. Information: arrival star is not scoopable. You are leaving Federation space. This is your first visit to this system. There is no human presence here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump in progress. Bebo Explorer is in transit to the 5 Guaranese Capricorni system. This is your first visit to this system. 5 Guaranese Capricorni is a federation corporate of nearly 21.5 million people. 5 Guaranese Capricorni Inc. is the controlling power. There are 3 orbital stations and 2 planetary stations in this system. Information: 5 Guaranese Capricorni is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made here. Bebo Explorer refueled.
Fuel scooping complete.
Bebo Explorer fully refueled.
Frameshift drive charging.
Telemetry obtained. Bebo Explorer is en route to the Euronotus system. This is your first visit to this system. There is no human presence here.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Bebo Explorer fully refueled.
Frameshift drive charging.
Destination confirmed. Bebo Explorer is en route to the Bonda system. You are no longer in Federation space. This is your first visit to this system. Bonda is an independent dictatorship of on the way to 7 million souls. Dominion of Bonda is the controlling faction. There are 3 orbital stations in this system.
Fuel scooping complete.
Vivo Explorer fully refueled.
Frameshift drive charging.
Telemetry obtained. Vivo Explorer is en route to the Thrite system. You have entered independent space. This is your first visit to this system. Thrite is an independent corporate home to around 2.5 billion souls, controlled by Zamina Tavau. Thrite Purple Legal Solutions is the immediate faction. There are 8 orbital stations and 3 planetary stations in this system.
Fuel scooping complete.
Information: Thrite is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made here. Vivo Explorer fully refueled. Vivo Explorer fully refueled.
Frameshift drive charging.
Telemetry obtained. Vivo Explorer is heading to the ITSM CIMI system. You are entering Empire space. This is your first visit to this system. ITSM CIMI is an empire feudal of nearly 2,000 people, aligned to Zamina Tavau. ITSM CIMI aristocrats is the controlling faction. There is a lone orbital station in this system. Information: ITSM CIMI is in a state of famine. Caution is advised. Vivo Explorer fully refueled. Scan of M-class star completed. ITSM CIMIA is a very common main sequence star of over 10 billion years. As you can see, it emits a orange-red light. It is an average example for such a star. Scan complete. ITSM CIMIA-1 is a medium-gravity rocky ice body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with active water geysers. Scan of body complete. ITSM CIMIA-1 is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 11 days. This body contains high levels of carbon. Scan completed. ITSM CIMIA-2 is a medium gravity IC body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan of body completed. ITSM CIMIA-3 is a medium gravity IC body that is unsuitable for landing. Scan of L-class star complete. Itsum CIMIB is a brown dwarf that has been around for over 10 billion years. Skin finished. Itsum CIMIB-1 is a high-gravity, high-metal content body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with active iron magma flows.
Frameshift drive charging.
Destination confirmed. Bebo Explorer is heading to the ICZKI-SB4-5 system. This is your first visit to this system. This system is unpopulated.
Fuel scoping. Fuel suit disengaged.
Bebo Explorer refueled. Scan of M-Class star completed. ICZKI-SB4-5A is a very common main sequence star that is just over 13 billion years old. As you can see, it emits a orange-red light. Scan of L-class star finished. ICZKI-SB4-5b is a brown dwarf that has been around for just over 13 billion years. Telemetry obtained. Bebo Explorer is heading to the CPC 26743 system. You are entering Federation space. This is your first visit to this system. CPC 26743 is a Federation democracy of nearly 7 million souls. CPC 26743CO is the local power. There are 2 orbital stations and 2 planetary stations in this system. Information: CPC 26743 is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made here. Bebo Explorer refueled. Bebo Explorer fully refueled.
Frameshift drive charging.
Telemetry obtained. Bebo Explorer is traveling to the Luanyundi system. Information: arrival star is not scoopable. You are entering Empire space. Welcome back, Your Majesty. This is your second visit to this system. Luanyundi is an Empire dictatorship home to well over 10 million souls, allied with Zachary Hudson. Workers of Luanyundi Green Party is the immediate faction. There are 3 orbital stations in this system. Current location is 52 light years from home.
Frameshift drive charging.
Destination confirmed. Bebo Explorer is in transit to the Asiana system. You have left Federation space. This is your first visit to this system. Asiana is an independent corporate with a population of on the way to 25,500 souls, controlled by Edmund Mon. Asiana organization is the controlling power. There are 2 orbital stations in this system. Bebo Explorer refueled.
Fuel scooping
Bebo
complete.
Explorer refueled. Bebo Explorer fully refueled. Scan of K-class star finished. Aethna is a common main sequence star that has been around for nearly 9 billion years. As you can see, it emits a yellow-orange light. It is an average example for such a star. Scan complete. Aethna 1 is a medium-gravity tidally locked high-metal content body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active silicate vapor geysers. Scan of body finished. Aethna 2 is a high-gravity Sudarsky-class I-gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. Scan completed. Aethna 2 is a low-gravity tidally locked icy body that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of volcanism, with high numbers of active water geysers. Return to normal space close to carrier mine. Two interesting new Galnet articles have been published. The first is entitled Galactic News, Halsey comments on end of Cold War, and reads, with the news that the Empire has withdrawn its fleets from the Pleiades Nebula, apparently signaling the end of the Federal Imperial Cold War, former Federal President Yasmina Halsey has commented on the cessation of hostilities. Addressing a large crowd in Nara City on Argent's claim, Halsey said, like many of you, I rejoiced when I heard the Federation had recalled its ships. But my jubilation was undercut by the knowledge that our protests and entreaties had failed to move a single federal or imperial vessel. Were it not for the emergence of a greater potential threat, the Empire and Federation might still be installed in the Pleiades, squabbling over barnacles. And while the impact of the conflict could have been far greater, it was still far from a bloodless war. I would like to believe that the Federation and Empire have learned from this experience, but I suspect they have not. But I promise you that I will continue to help those affected by such conflicts, for as long as I am able. The second is entitled Galactic News, Halsey comments on end of Cold War, and reads, with the news that the Empire has withdrawn its fleets from the Pleiades Nebula, apparently signaling the end of the Federal Imperial Cold War, former Federal President Yasmina Halsey has commented on the cessation of hostilities. Addressing a large crowd in Nara City on Argent's claim, Halsey said, like many of you, I rejoiced when I heard the Federation had recalled its ships. But my jubilation was undercut by the knowledge that our protests and entreaties had failed to move a single federal or imperial vessel. Were it not for the emergence of a greater potential threat, the Empire and Federation might still be installed in the Pleiades, squabbling over barnacles. And while the impact of the conflict could have been far greater, it was still far from a bloodless war. I would like to believe that the Federation and Empire have learned from this experience, but I suspect they have not. But I promise you that I will continue to help those affected by such conflicts, for as long as I am able. Market data changes received. The local market is selling insulating membrane at a good price as well as beryllium and gold. Bebo Explorer refueled. Bebo Explorer repaired. Bebo Explorer repaired.